Hello, this is Rabbi Eli Babich. Today, we continue our study of the book of Psalms. The Jewish community has a long history of turning to the book of Psalms during their most difficult of times. Together, we continue this tradition. We are up to the second chapter, and as always, the text of the chapter is included in the email. Please recite the chapter upon conclusion of the video. The chapter was authored by King David shortly after King David was appointed as King of Israel. It was composed as a prayer to counter the enemies of King David who were in opposition to King David's appointment. In general, King David experienced many challenges in his life. He had opposition from other nations. He faced detractors within his own people. He experienced unbearable family discord. And like all people, he faced internal struggles as well. If you think you have problems in your life, just spend some time studying King David's life, and most likely you will see that your problems pale in comparison. So how did King David get through it all? What was his source of strength? The second chapter of Psalms tells us. First, King David understood that life is not just a random series of haphazard, chaotic, and malicious events. Life has a global, broader plan to it. Furthermore, King David understood that no one can outsmart God. No one can circumvent God's will in this world. He said, Yoshev b'shamayim yischak, he who dwells in heaven laughs. Hashem yilag lamo, the Lord mocks them all. King David was well aware that God's will ultimately prevails. The Almighty is the be-all and end-all of everything that transpires. The second thing King David understood is that God above is our Father in heaven. Amar Eli, beni ata, the Lord said to me, you are my son. This day I have begotten you. King David understood that God in heaven is best understood in terms of a parent, a loving father. Sha'al mimeni ve'etna, ask of me, says our Father in heaven, and I will give you. God in heaven may be perceived in many ways. David approached God as a loving father. And although children may not always understand their parents' decisions, deep down in the child's heart, they know that their parents always have their best interests in mind, and that their parents will always stand by their side. It was this awareness that gave King David strength throughout his life. The psalm concludes, Ashrei kol chosevo, happy are all who take refuge in him. Everyone will experience problems in life. That is just the way it is. However, Ashrei, fortunate, is the one who understands that they do not need to deal with the problems alone. Ashrei, fortunate, is the person that understands that there is someone very dear and very powerful standing right behind you. Ashrei, fortunate, is the one that understands that all you need to do is call out for help. This is what the book of Tehillim, the book of Psalms, is all about. I wish you a wonderful day, a Shabbat Shalom, and please remember to be safe.